2.
Welcome, LoveLine, with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I'm still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yes, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician, an addiction medicine specialist, and tonight is a guest who I haven't seen since the MTV picnic. Bill Bellamy is here.
What's up, guys?
Now, Bill, you know from MTV Jams and Def Comedy Jam and the stand-up circuit and whatnot, but he's making his way into features.
Right,
And,
that's what I'm trying to do.
He started with a few small roles, but this
Yeah.
is the big one.
Yeah, this is the one where they go, okay, he's serious. So this is my first starring role. I had a little tiny role in Who's the Man. I had a small role in Fled.
Right.
That's on video release now. And then I got a medium role in Love Jones, which came out in March, I think.
But this is all, I mean, you've made your way up from the small to the medium to the large in just about a year and a half or so, right?
No, in about 2 years. It's been roughly, yeah, you're right, about 2 years, you're right.
All right, so let me just chart the career. That means 3 years from now you're going to...
be an astronaut.
No. He's going to be smoking crack with Marlon Brando on his own island.
On his own island with a bunch of crazy animals running around.
How to Be a Player is the name of Bill Bellamy's latest film, out today, am I right?
It's out today in theaters all over the world, man. It's kind of cool, man. We're opening today.
And how was where was the premiere and how was it? I guess you went to it a couple days ago?
We had one yesterday, which was more or less like a really, really cool screening. We didn't have a big blown out premiere, what we wish we could have, but we spent all that money on promoting this film. It was great. A lot of my friends came out, a lot of the people in the music business, a lot of actors and actresses that I've worked with, you know.
Sure, they're all kissing ass now. It's no longer, hey, boy, give me some water.
Exactly.
You're getting a break from MTV.
Exactly. So now everybody has been very supportive, and you know what? The response to the film was great. Everybody laughed, had a good time.
What was what was the budget on the film, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was about roughly like $7 million.
See, this is the way to do it. Keep it under $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Because with pay-per-view and videos and showing on airplanes and foreign distribution and all that crap, it's like, how can you not make some money?
You got to make something.
Absolutely.
$2 or $3 maybe.
There's no comedies going on right now anyway, are there?
No, this is strictly a comedy, and it is so funny, man. When you go see this movie, you'll realize that, you know, we all go through the same things in life. That's basically what it is. It's about...
How many times do you think Bill just said that phrase in the last 48 hours?
17 times?
Yeah, I suspect so.
No, 1 million.
Well, all right, let me ask you this. Obviously, you've done a lot of comedy writing because you come from a stand-up background.
Right.
And done a lot of performing. When they handed you a script, did you make a lot of the stuff your own? Did you work on a lot of the dialogue with the writer?
Yeah, that's what I did. I had to, because a lot of the stuff wasn't really, to me, really comfortable. You know, a lot of the dialogue was a little off here and there, but for the most part, the idea was right. So what I did was I just tried to make it my own. You know, you write like I do too. So, you know, you're just like, okay, let's get this same idea, but make it better.
Right. Because what a lot of people don't realize is stuff can look real good on paper, but once you say it out loud,
it is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, your mouth knows whether you should be saying it or not, or how it feels.
Need a brain vacation.
Right. This was the advertising behind the original TV show before it got to MTV. It was "You Need a Brain Vacation," they wanted me to say, and the other one was "LoveLine, it's minty fresh."
No.
Yes, and I said, "Listen, fellas."
Why can't it be minty fresh?
I said, "Fellas, I wouldn't say this. I don't feel comfortable saying it. I think it's bad. I don't want to piss anybody off. But could we think of something else?" And they said, "Absolutely not.
What?
We're married to it. You're doing it." And Drew stood there like a wooden cigar store Indian, never piping up, never defending me. I'm always playing the heavy.
We know each
Everyone's
other
always
there.
mad at me over there.
Ago.
All right, Drew was their puppet, but
he was like, well, Minty does sound nice. I mean, if you say it right.
By the way, you're asking me for a comedic opinion, right?
That's
like
very
I'm supposed
true.
to support your opinion as though I would know better.
That's true.
Right.
Yes, Drew's mom put a Hoover canister vacuum on his ass when he was 4 years old and sucked out every ounce of humor that could possibly enter. As a matter of fact, it pulled out some of the neighbors' humor. That's how far. They're currently suing Drew's folks.
Could be.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
I do not know what the word deaf means, and I'm scared to ask.
No, it's
What is deaf? I know the deaf and I know the jam and the
Def
comedy
Jam.
part.
Well, Def Jam is a record label. The word deaf means like it's a slang word for great, good. You know, like the bomb. Like people saying the bomb now,
Right.
which means something's really great, really hot. Same thing. But back then, deaf was a current slang word that everybody was using. Like everyone says now, something is the bomb or that's really hot.
Right.
You know. But that's Russell's label. So whatever happens with his stuff, he says Def Jam or Def Comedy Jam.
And Russell Simmons was one of the producers on it, right?
Yeah.
This is a Def Comedy Jam production?
No, it's a Def Jam.
Oh, okay.
As in, they tied in the music. The soundtrack is hot because the Def Jam Records produced the soundtrack, so it's a Def Jam How to Be a Player movie.
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
And when did you start doing stand-up?
Right, I think my junior year, the end of my junior year in college, I started getting into it, and then I got hooked, man. I was like, I actually got on stage as a joke, you know. Like my friends challenged me to go up. I dare you to go up there. I dare you. I dare you. I went up there, started talking trash, and I hit a couple of good ones, hit a couple of bad ones, and then I was like, this is kind of cool.
And you've been hooked ever since?
I've been hooked, man. I've been hooked ever since.
So do you still get out and perform doing stand-up as much as you can?
Yeah, I try to do the clubs here in L.A., you know, as much as I can. The last place I played here was the Comedy Store, you know. I can go up there anytime. I play the Laugh Factory.
It's kind of nice now that people know who you are.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because I've done a little bit of stand-up, and I know when they don't know who you are, it's show up.
It is very...
Wait, and then a bunch of guys who they do know
come in and kick you all the way to the parking lot.
Right, they'll just keep coming in. Meaning
Eddie Murphy just showed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
And Eddie will get up there, and because it's Eddie will go, listen, I brought a Thomas guide, and I just want to read it for about an hour and 45 minutes. And like, what are you going to do? You know, give Eddie the flashlight, let's get him off the
No, they're not going to get him off.
Right.
Because you're supposed to go in 20 minutes, and you're not going on until next Wednesday.
Right. And then Eddie finishes his hour-long set, and then everyone picks up and leaves, and then you get to go up there. I know the stand-up. Charles.
Yeah.
Charles, you're 18. You're on with Bill Bellamy.
Yeah, how you gentlemen doing this evening?
All right, Charles, what's happening?
Not too much. Let's see, just so the good doctor doesn't get his pennies in a bunch, I'll start with my question and then deal with backup. My question is simply, how do I know when I'm ready to have sex?
You get a boner?
Not when I'm physically ready, genius, but...
All right, wait a minute. The condescension level in this room is way too high, Charles, from
This guy's an asshole.
Fresh punk 18-year-old who's never been laid. So here's what I'm going to do with you, Charles. I'm going to put you back on hold, and I'm going to let you rethink this whole attitude of yours. I understand when a guy's not getting sex, he can get kind of testy.
Yeah, but I mean, his stuff is backed up, man. Don't take that out on him.
But don't
Come
lash out against the host.
He doesn't mean
Both
it.
hosts.
He doesn't mean it.
He went right for Drew's panties.
Right there.
Only I can talk about Drew's panties on this show.
Okay, so let's let him start over. Don't.
No, we'll just let him stew.
He needs a timeout.
He needs a timeout.
Okay, timeout.
8:22.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, Angel.
Hi. Okay, I have a cousin, and I just recently found out he's gay.
Okay.
He doesn't know that I know. Actually, no one's supposed to know except the people he hangs around with.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell him that I know and that I support him and stuff, but...
Ooh.
How'd you find out?
She's nosy.
I did something really sneaky.
Oh, damn.
Got his passcode to his voicemail.
And listen to his messages.
That, and I also got his passcode to his internet connection.
Wow.
Damn, you're awfully weak. Are you sure this isn't Nancy Drew?
This is...
Damn.
This is your cousin, for Christ's sake.
This is your cousin. You want to know all that about your cousin?
Well, you see, I'm scared for him. Because he kind of like, okay, there's these school functions that are out of town for, like, overnight. And he tells his parents, oh, I'm going to go. And he doesn't go to those functions. He goes with his friends.
How old is he?
He's 17.
Wow, I see the concern.
So you think he's getting into some dangerous sex?
Well, I don't know. This Sunday, he did something. I don't know what it was, but he ended up in the emergency room.
What did he do?
I don't know. I can't. Doctors won't tell me anything.
Can't you get a lab coat and a stethoscope and pose as a cardiologist, perhaps, and make your way into the hospital and then go for the records and punch up like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, pull up his records or his file, and then go ahead and what you do is you get one of those little cameras with the microfilm in it. Angela, come on.
I don't want to go into it that...
Oh, as long as you're prying, you might as well go all the way.
Yeah, why stop now?
Does he do drugs?
Should I even
Does he do drugs?
I know he's done Mary Jane, so...
Yeah.
If he was doing Mary Jane, you wouldn't be calling.
Oh, no. You know what I mean, weed.
Right.
All right. So, but this ER visit wasn't a drug-related thing, as far as you know.
I don't know.
So you don't have any idea what he could have.
won't tell me.
He could have sprained his ankle, for all you know.
Well...
All right.
Okay, you got an idea that something happened. She said it's emergency.
When is he going to be 18?
Drew, hold on. Drew just did all the vowels. Go ahead, do the vowels again, Drew.
When is he going to be 18? I'm sorry.
He just turned 17
All right. And I don't understand. The reason I'm stammering is I don't understand why all this involvement. I mean, he's almost an adult. It's his business. He's
For Christ's sake, I see my cousin once a year. It's too much.
I mean, what's the deal?
Well, I mean, I really care about him. I don't want him to get hurt.
Well, why don't you just go tell him that?
Yeah,
Just so you notice he hangs out with guys, and if you whether or not he's gay, you give him a nice open-ended opportunity to discuss it, and just let him know you're available, you care about him, and you're concerned.
No, that's a horrible idea. Here's what you do. Angel, listen to me. All right, here's what I want you to do. Put on a pair of Toughskins or coveralls or something, like a mechanic's jumpsuit. Light up one of those big brown Moore cigarettes, and ask him out one night. And then say to him, listen, what's his name? What is his name? JR. All right, JR, I have a confession to make. I'm lesbian, and I want to confide in you. Within 10 seconds, he'll admit that he's gay, and then you tell him you're kidding about being lesbian. That way he admits it, and you didn't have to coax it out.
You just tell him that you observed some things that led you to conclude that he might. Just you don't even get into the gauge. Just you care about him, you were available to him, and you're worried about him, and give open-ended. Give him an opportunity to come forward with stuff. If he wants your help, he'll ask for it.
I think she has a crush on him or something.
There's something. I don't know what the deal is.
I never had a cousin so concerned before. That's a good cousin.
Yeah.
Damn, that's some good people. Your family tight like that?
We got rid of Angel, but
okay.
My family certainly isn't. I see my cousin once a year. He's a great guy, but I have no idea. I don't. It's like, oh, you're married? Yeah, I've been married for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Hey, that's great.
I was wondering why that lady was standing around.
Adam's pissed off that my family's too tight. Trying to loosen the bonds there as much as you possibly can.
I like a family when you meet them for a reunion, everyone goes, hey dude, what's going on, guy?
Chris.
What's your name again?
Chris.
Yes.
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
What's up?
I have some questions about Prozac and Klonopin.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on Prozac for about 3 or 4 years now, and I got on originally for anxiety attacks, severe anxiety attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And been with my girlfriend for about 4.5 years, and when we first got together, I had a hard time holding an erection.
Were you on the Prozac at that time?
No, not at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a while, it was okay, and then it was okay for a while, and now I'm starting to have the same troubles again. And I'm wondering if that's something I can expect from the Prozac, or...
Prozac, yeah, you could be from the Prozac. More commonly, it's a drop in sexual desire, that your libido actually goes away. Anxiety is a more common cause of erectile dysfunction, so it may be that the anxiety is coming back again.
Is there anything I can do for it?
Well, I mean, anxiety has lots of causes. Some of it is sort of a genetic, biological basis, but it usually has sort of a psychological cause.
Well, wait a minute. Chris, have you had sex with her successfully quite a few times?
Oh, yeah.
There's two different issues here.
That's kind of strange, because usually once you get over the hump, pardon the pun, you're usually all right.
But that's the point. In terms of reducing anticipatory anxiety, most males have erectile dysfunction, impotence at one time or another, and then they're so worried about it happening again, they make it happen again. This is not that. This is somebody that's had generalized anxiety for a long time, and this is one of the symptoms of that anxiety. And I think rather than you just be placed on medication and set on your way, you might consider getting some individual psychotherapy to try to get at what's causing this anxiety. And particularly when it comes to sexual functioning, drugs like Prozac do not help that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Tends to make
I had,
There's good medicines for anxiety, by the way, but you know why it's more for symptom control rather than going at the source.
yeah, diabetes runs in my family a lot too.
Well, you should have your sugar checked.
And I had that checked about 2 months ago.
Okay.
And the other thing, I was molested when I was 7.
Well, okay. Well,
These are all strikes against the penis, Chris.
This is where your anxiety disorder emanates. Being a survivor of that kind of trauma, will almost without exception impacts on your ability to have sustained, healthy intimacies. And this is again just another symptom of that.
Okay.
All right, so Chris, the answers can be found in the confines of the therapist's office here, I think.
I'm not saying
because
don't.
you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, and I'm not saying don't take the medicines, but I'm saying that why not go at it from both angles.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Chris, you'll be fine.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right.
Bill, how's the penis working?
I'm good, man. You know, I wish I needed Dr. Drew, but I'm good.
He had a
Everything
problem.
working?
He had a problem. He
Yeah,
said.
I'm 100%.
Said he needed me.
You know what I'm saying?
In the past, you needed him?
No, I'm saying if I had a problem, I'm sure I could go to Dr. Drew, but I'm good. you know?
You couldn't. I went to Dr. Drew with a problem. He threw me right out of his office.
You better believe it.
You think we're kidding? I'm
Man.
dead serious.
No, and I mean, you know, I think
That was one of the clearest
this is
moments
one
I've
of the
had.
one of the best places to come, though, because it's very open. You can just talk about what you want.
Absolutely. I mean, the problem with not only medical doctors but also therapists is people are scared to talk to them. I mean, we have people who've been, they call up, they've been in therapy for a year. Do they know you were molested? No.
No, I didn't tell them that
they're
part.
calling us and telling us the first time they've spoken to us that they were molested, but they haven't told their therapist.
But there they are confronted with their feelings. Here everything's sort of at a distance. They
Right,
don't have to admit to
anonymous,
anything. They're going to know they're going to have to deal with the heavy feelings attached to that and the realities.
Yeah.
This is still kind of a detached.
So anyway, Bill, I was having trouble with my ass,
Right.
and I went to see Dr. Drew.
And what happened?
I began to tell him about the problem with my ass, and he shouted at me, "Get the hell out of my office."
No.
He yelled, "Here's the number of a guy you can call."
No,
I don't even think the guy was a doctor. I think it was a bookie or something.
Here's the deal. He came in with a friend of his who is a patient and had a medical problem. And he went, as long as I'm here, and I went, no.
No.
There are certain boundaries you have to maintain. And if we're going to work together, I can't also be your doctor.
Right.
Here's a guy that can do it a good job on this kind of stuff.
That could check your ass. A better man to check your ass. That's what he was really looking out for you,
That's
because
right.
he didn't want to be your counterpart and then check your ass.
That's right.
Well,
That could throw the friendship off.
To me, I really didn't want Drew looking at my ass any more than Drew didn't want to look at my ass.
Right.
But it was one of those prove you love me things. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you later in the show to look at my ass. Bill.
Okay.
Jamie, you're 22.
Hi.
What's up, Jamie?
Not much. I was wondering just how much effect diabetes can have on orgasms.
We just had this, almost.
Well, almost. It can have a lot of effect on it. I mean, particularly for men. It's one of the ways I've found that I've been able to get through to adolescent males to control their blood sugar, is that if they don't, one day in the not too distant future, they will have no erectile function and no orgasmic function. It destroys. Diabetes is.
Hold on, Jamie, who are you calling for? You or your boyfriend?
For me. It's for me.
How long have you been diabetic?
I've been diabetic for 17 years.
You've been controlling it the whole way, or
No, I haven't had it under control since I was about 11 or 12.
because you blew it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, teenagers typically blow off their glycemic ability. Don't want to have diabetes.
Well, what do you have to do? I mean, what's the regimen?
You have to monitor your sugar 3 or 4 times a day and adjust your insulin.
How do you
watch your
monitor
diet.
your sugar 3 or 4
You prick your
times?
finger and put a drop on a machine and stick it in the machine and
see
give
what-
yourself insulin if you need it.
Yeah.
So you'd have a home machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a home machine?
A blood monitor, yeah.
If I were diabetic, I'd be dead at 19.
There's no
I
doubt.
can't floss. I can barely flush a toilet.
You can't
Well, for a long time, that's
Maybe they could-
kind of what I figured. I gave up after so long because that's what everybody told me. You're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die by this time if you don't take care of it.
Uh-huh.
And after so long, I just gave up, but then that didn't happen, so I started getting it under control a little bit better. But it's really hard.
Well, what do you think about orgasmic impact?
Diabetes, basically,
For a woman.
one of the most common... the mechanism whereby diabetes causes much of its damage is by destroying tiny vessels. And the vessels that supply nutrients to the nerves are particularly prone to destruction. And nerves in the legs, so diabetics get neuropathy in their feet.
Right.
And in the autonomic function, the sort of visceral nerves that control gut motility, stomach motility, and orgasmic function and erectile function get damaged and destroyed. And when they do, that's it. They're gone.
All right, so even though a woman doesn't have to worry about erectile difficulties, it can still screw with the orgasmic
Have you been
function.
noticing that?
Not really. I've never had one, so I don't know.
It's not nearly as much of an issue with orgasm as it is with erection, because orgasm is sort of a spinal issue, and the erection has more.
Oh, and you women can read a Harlequin romance and have an orgasm on the bus. I mean, it has nothing to do with actual stimulation. You know what I'm saying? You watch like a really good episode of ER or something like that, and you have an orgasm right there, right, sandwiched right in between grandma, grandpa, and mom on the sofa. You can have an orgasm. So I would say that it's more emotional. And if you're thinking, I'm not having an orgasm because I'm diabetic, then I don't think you're ever going to have one because you're psyching yourself out.
Well, you got to admit, this is somebody that it was real non-compliant. I mean, something's going on with Jamie there too, that she would put herself in harm's way.
Jamie, what's going on with you?
What do you mean?
Forget about the orgasm for a second.
Okay.
Why would you put yourself in harm's way that way? I mean, why would you neglect yourself that way and not take your medicine, even though people said you're going to die and you said, well, we'll just wait and see?
I don't know. That's just kind of my attitude towards everything, is just wait and see. But I started getting under better control after I realized, okay, I'm not going to die yet.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
And is he frustrated?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think he should be because he has like the ultimate trump card excuse. I mean, she's diabetic. It's impossible for her. I mean, he has a medical excuse for not satisfying you sexually.
No, he satisfies me. I just, that's one reason I'm calling, because I read in my doctor's office like a couple months ago, just barely, that it can affect the sexual organs.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what started me thinking about it, because I listened to you guys on MTV and all that.
Do you have any neuropathy in your feet? Your feet or hands numb?
Yeah, my feet are getting real bad.
Okay, and how about your stomach? Any problem with your stomach emptying? You get full real easily, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I guess kind of like bloating type.
Yeah, I mean, you have evidence of neuropathy in multiple systems, so it's possible it's affecting you there too.
All right, so stick with the program, Jamie. Come on.
With like what? Just getting it under control. And don't worry
tight
about
blood sugar control, tight glycemic control.
Is that
amazing.
I mean, change your diet though? Is that a part of it also?
Oh sure, but I'm sure that's the very, very, very beginning. I'm sure.
All right, so walk us through the regimen for 1 second. 3 times a day you take your blood sugar.
There's different theories and different regimens on how you do it.
Well, give us the basic
There's
one.
a caloric restriction. There's certain balances of carbohydrates, fat, and protein that have to maintain the diet, and that diet, the food has to be eaten at specific times throughout the day. Insulin traditionally is taken in the morning before breakfast and before dinner, but there's some regimens now where you take a long-acting insulin in the morning with a short-acting insulin to cover breakfast, a short for lunch, a short for dinner,
And a sensible meal?
and then a longer one at bedtime. So there's sometimes people take a 4 shot.
Do you have to give yourself an intravenous shot?
No, subcutaneous. Leg.
Okay.
Stomach.
Well, what's that? You do it in a cave? What does that mean?
In the subcutaneous tissue, like just under the skin.
Oh, you don't put it into a vein?
No.
All right, but if I was putting liquid into my body, not via my mouth, my nose, or my ass 4 times a day, I would just have a tube hanging off of me.
There are pumps. There are pumps.
There are?
Yeah.
You know, it's scary when I'm kidding around about something and Drew goes, oh, yeah.
You go, what? You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, what do you mean they're pumps?
They're insulin pumps.
Well, how does that work?
These little pump that you can stick under the skin, and it continually infuses insulin over time.
Wow.
Those
You
are
walk
dangerous.
around with it?
Yeah, those are dangerous because if your blood sugar gets too low and you pass out, they keep pumping in the insulin.
Can you ever like outgrow diabetes?
No.
You're always gonna have
not
it?
juvenile. Your pancreas doesn't work anymore. You don't make insulin.
Come on, Bill.
Damn.
Come on, you did the Def Comedy Jam. You're on MTV. You don't know about the pancreas's function?
Nah, I mean, I never
Please.
really deal with the pancreas a lot. You know?
Oh, you got to start getting into the pancreas. Once you go pancreas, you don't go pancreas, as the adage goes. All right, Bill Bellamy's here. We're running late for break. Drew, you want to sell the hell out of the next call?
Here's Marissa, whose mom went berserk on her.
Great.
We don't know why.
Hey, this is Fiona Apple, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, you is. And the phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. TV star, movie star, stand-up comedian, genius, entrepreneur, and
I'm trying to do it all.
lover of all women. Bill Bellamy is here tonight. He is promoting his movie, How to Be a Player. It is out everywhere.
Yes, today, How to Be a Player at a theater near you.
And like I said, I'm trying to think, and I know there's a couple of, we're sort of a little in between. Well, we're just past the first wave of summer blockbusters.
Right.
And then what happens is there's a few weeks of downtime.
Right.
And then the second wave fires
again.
up toward Labor Day, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's any comedies out there right now.
No, there isn't. There is no competition for us right at the present time. I think for the next 2-3 weeks, we have like that kind of movie locked in.
Right. So go out and see it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna make you laugh. It's a summer movie. It's one of those kind of things that you laugh, man. You just laugh.
Now,
and relate to.
Now you're obviously the title "How to Be a Player" suggests that you're going out there and trying to dog women. But how is there any kind of moral message at the end?
Yeah, it is. But it's really not dogging women out. Basically, what it is this character is like a Ferris Bueller kind of character. You know, he doesn't really necessarily know what he's doing is completely wrong. He's just doing it, like just trying to be basically mischievous and get away with, instead of like. With Ferris Bueller, he was getting out of school. He's getting out of jams with ladies, you know.
Right.
And my sister, who was played by Natalie DeSalle, she's a young actress. She goes in my wizard and deliberately tries to stop me by inviting all my girlfriends.
Hold on a second. Get the Funk Dictionary out. The wizard? What is the wizard?
My wizard.
Oh, your wizard.
Okay.
What's a wizard?
Pocket organizer.
Oh, okay. All right. See, I think everything is some sort of slang for something.
No, the wizard. No.
I know what a wizard was.
Deaf wizard. No, but actually she goes into my wizard and like breaks the code and everything and gets all my girls.
All right. Well, it's kind of like the phone call we had earlier. And I don't know, by the way, how people break the code. We've had quite a few of these calls because there's this that phone service provided by I don't know, AT&T or wherever you are. And instead of having an answering machine, you can just go ahead and punch in your code and listen to your messages.
Right.
Somehow, people are finding out other people's codes. I'm not quite sure how they're doing that because you got to know the phone number and then you have to know like some 4-digit code.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, unless the phone company's giving them away.
No. I think we're dealing with stoned teenagers, and if they have a name that's like Josh, like a 4-letter name, then that's probably their code.
Right.
Or their address if it's a 4-number address. Oops, sorry, Drew. Amber.
Yes.
Amber, you're 16.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Marissa.
Yeah.
You're 16 too.
Hi.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, I'm having problems with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be really affectionate and warm, and lately she's been. I mean, I don't understand what's wrong with her. She goes off the wall on things people could care less about. She kicks in doors and. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with her.
Anything happening in her life?
She doesn't let me in. I don't know.
Is she doing drugs?
No, not. That's totally out of the question.
Does she drink much?
No.
Is she getting hair on her upper lip?
No.
All right, because I was thinking menopause. I remember when my mom was going through that, she kicked in a few doors.
She went crazy.
It wasn't even her own house. She'd just go through the neighborhood kicking in doors.
Boom. Why'd you do that, Mary? Shut up!
Has she ever had any emotional problems?
Pretty good impression of my mom.
Yeah, she has the most incredible emotional problems. I just had a huge fight with her just today, and I'm like in tears. I don't know.
But this, right now she does. Does she have a history of this sort of thing?
I guess I think she goes out with a lot of guys. She used to be a model, so like guys are guys after her. So I don't know. She
got issues.
Where is she now?
She's in the bedroom.
Can we talk to her?
No, she's gonna go off the wall again.
She's been out.
Huh?
You think?
Where's Dad?
He's in the room. They're divorced, but they still live together.
Oof.
Wow, man, there's drama in your house.
That's healthy.
Right.
That's like you've been fired from IBM, but
you still show up.
Still showing up.
Hey, Henry, why are you sitting at that desk? I don't know, man. I just can't seem to let this. Oops.
Hey, Engineer Mike, pretend you're on MTV, would you, Bill?
Okay, thank you.
Just threw the S word out there.
I said hit.
This ain't the Def Comedy Jam. Hey, Marissa. And why doesn't Dad? Can Dad stand up to her?
My mom is really bad. She's a abuser in the family.
Yeah, but if push came to shove, Dad could put her down, right?
Well, yeah, but he just wants to wash his hands of her. They never talk to each other.
All right, but what if you said to Dad, "Hey, Dad, I know you're this woman you decide to marry and conceive me with is spinning out. She's threatening me. She's dangerous. I'm frightened for my safety. How about you putting on a pair of pants and acting like Dad for just 1 second?"
Well, it's not like that. Like she's gonna hurt me. Can I tell you one thing she did?
Go ahead.
Well, she told me she had a brain tumor and she had to get treatment in North Carolina, and so she left, and I spent like 3 nights crying, thinking she was gonna die, and she comes back and it turns out she's okay. She just went to see one of her boyfriends, and it's just that type of thing.
She's doing drugs.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, trust me, my mom, she's very sick. She can't handle drugs.
She's very sick?
She has many health problems.
Like what?
She has mitral valve prolapse, venous angioma, some kind of tumor in her uterus.
Yeah, none of those are like basically being female. You get that eventually.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Those are not health problems, Marissa. Okay.
No.
Have mitral prolapse. More women have that than don't. Have fibroid tumors. All women get that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, look. Since when does being sick stop you from doing drugs? I mean, Timothy Leary, his entire body was riddled with cancer. He's still doing a bong load and a big cocaine freezy every morning.
But you are painting a picture of somebody with significant personality issues, the somatic, the physical preoccupations, and the ability. And
I would really like to call an airstrike in on this one,
but the only reason I'm saying drugs is usually people with personality disorders behave this way their whole life, or at least their whole adult life.
I'm wondering if she was abused when she was younger.
But that's the point, though. But you're saying this suddenly happened. She was so great, and all of a sudden she went off. That's drugs, or a brain tumor, or something like that, something medical.
No.
But if she's had a medical evaluation, and if she wasn't like this before, the most likely thing is drugs.
All right, so here's the deal, Marissa. You need to get your dad involved. That's it.
My dad won't. He won't even let me talk to her.
Where's your dad now?
He's sleeping. He has to get up early tomorrow.
Are they sleeping in the same bed?
No.
Where's he, out on the sofa?
No, we have 2 bedrooms, or 4 bedrooms, and he's in one of the bedrooms.
Well, get him to help you with her. Whether or not he actually confronts her or not is not really what's important. What's important that you need a parent that you can turn to help deal with your mom who is ill.
No.
And whatever the illness is remains to be seen.
It is. It just breaks my heart when we have, when the kids are more mature and smarter and further along emotionally than the parents are. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, I think that people like Marissa's parents, and I'm including her dad in this one because they're divorced, he's living at home, and he's not going to do a goddamn thing about crazy mom. These people should be held liable. Because Marissa is prone for trouble now. I mean, come on, how can you not be? I mean, she's going to be pregnant in another year. She's going to have 5 kids. She's going to drop out of school, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to have to take care of her as a society because her mom didn't take care of her. Here's the deal. Either your folks take care of you when you're a kid or society takes care of you for the rest of your adult life. Yeah. And we have to start having parents be accountable. Please. This is ridiculous, as I like to say. Right. All right, Drew, pick a fun call, would you?
Fun?
You're killing me tonight. Huh? What is it, 3-eyed turtle? Hold on a second. Stacy.
Yes. I've asked everyone I know what a 3-eyed turtle is, and I have faith in you, Adam, that you can tell me what it is.
Oh, I like the porno Dr. Seuss over here.
Yes.
Okay, I will consult the crack team of LoveLine porn statisticians, and we will dip into the vaults and find an answer for the 3-eyed turtle after this. All right, Stacy?
Okay, thanks.
All right, hang on.
Elders, you're listening to the truth about love and sex on LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Oh. Dr. Joycelyn Elders, I am a big fan of her work. She is the former Surgeon General, right?
Right.
She replaced C. Everett Koop. She came out there and she said, listen, go ahead and masturbate. It's healthy. And everyone went, here. This is the beauty of our society. They said, well, C. Everett Koop is going to do the the Pirates of Penzance or whatever. He was going off to do some music. Oh, he looks like he should be steering the HMS Pinafore or something.
Captain Ahab.
I mean, he was going off to chase a whale. I love C. Everett Koop. I love a guy who wears a full beard with no mustache. That is just an awesome look.
And only people in Washington, D.C. do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where else in the country they actually do that?
I don't know what that look is, but he had it going on. And he had the full, I mean, he wore like an admiral's outfit from, just the sort of British naval. He was like head of the British naval forces, turn of the century.
One of the ships of the line.
But they got rid of him, and they said, we got to replace him. Who are we going to get? Well, they got to be a doctor. They have to. All right, Jocelyn Elders, you qualify. We'll put you in there. Okay, Jocelyn, what do you think about these medical issues? Well, I think this, that, and the other, and masturbate. Oh, wait a minute. But you're not saying what we want to hear. Yeah, but you elected me, or at least put me into this office because I was the best candidate in the land. Yeah, but you're not telling us. Well, we'll get rid of you. We'll just put someone else who will tell us what we want to hear, or just shut the hell up. The hell is that? Let the woman speak. Shut up!
They don't want to hear it.
She's got to get a new publicist now, though, because I'm seeing hide nor hair. Jocelyn, fire your publicist. She's probably like deep sea fishing with C. Everett Koop somewhere.
Free Willy.
Bill Bellamy is here. The movie is How to Be a Player, out as of now. And where the hell were we, Drew? Huh? Oh, okay. Well, all right. Thank you. Stacy.
Yes.
You're 18. That's right. You want to know what the three-eyed turtle
is?
Yes, I do.
Where did you hear about it?
I've heard people talking about it, and I've heard it on the radio.
And what was the
context?
Right.
I just know there's a sexual position, and I don't really know exactly what it is.
I have done the hamster with the double chin. Once. Just once.
Just one time. You were just trying something.
Still recovering.
Three-eyed turtle.
I've never done the three-eyed turtle.
Three-eyed turtle.
We're all perplexed. Producer Ann thinks it has something to do with...
two guys and a girl?
That could be it.
Two guys and a girl?
Boob love, perhaps.
Huh?
You've got to do better than that.
I'm telling you, we're ready to flip over all the cards here. We have no idea.
I'm very disappointed in you.
Why?
Because I put all my faith in you.
I'm sorry to let you down, Princess.
I mean, everybody doesn't have a three-eyed turtle in their house.
I wanted to.
You want to do a three-eyed turtle?
Stacy, here's what you do.
Okay.
Can you tell us what a one-eyed tortoise is? I threw off.
Stacy.
Yes.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Does he know what a three-eyed turtle is?
No.
Why don't you have sex with the next man or group of men that know what a three-eyed turtle is?
Sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Well, what about you just have sex with a two-eyed turtle and you could be the
nah. I don't think so.
I don't know.
All right, Stacy.
Thanks.
All right, no more inane questions.
All right.
I'm sorry we burst your bubble.
Bye.
You still worship me?
No.
Okay. I can take it. Virginia.
Yes.
You're 20.
Yes.
You're on with the Bill Bellamy, who's fading faster. He's been doing a promotion since 5 a.m., and Drew already comes pre-faded.
Comes faded.
He's like a pair of stonewashed jeans.
He's smooth. Dr. Drew is smooth like that.
Don't confuse smooth with not caring.
No, not sleepy.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Drew. Hold on a second.
Not caring.
Listen, Bill, give us a moment alone here. You don't have to leave, but just hold on.
You don't have to listen either.
Drew, do you get paid for this gig?
No.
All right. Do you understand you're on a national radio show?
No.
Do you think you could rally?
I'm tired. It's late in the day.
Right, I'm tired
all
too.
Day.
But
well,
can you pull
been
it together?
napping all day.
Yeah, but
wait, tonight I'm not tired.
You're not tired tonight?
No, I feel fine tonight.
All right, well, get it together.
What, tonight?
Yes.
The hell's the matter with you? What am I doing tonight?
You were much better last night.
Well, my vacation glow is wearing off.
Right. All right. It's time for a charge.
I'm coming back to my baseline. You're just bringing back bad memories for you. That's all.
All right. Well, get it together. And don't attack me just because I'm attacking you.
Can you give me some specific feedback?
Sit up in your seat a little bit more. Okay. Now,
like stammering or something?
Well, Drew,
I did all the valves.
It turns into a fireside chat with Drew. He leans way back in his chair. You saw him, Bill. He had the microphone sitting on his chest, and he just waxes poetic. He doesn't care what the ratings are.
All right.
All right, sit up and... All right. Okay, now yell something at me because then everyone gets pissed at me for beating up on you.
No.
All right,
We'll let
just,
the listeners
all
yell
right,
at you.
be the martyr. Okay, wait a minute, I screwed that up. Virginia.
Yes.
All right, you're 20.
Yes.
What's going on?
What's up, Virginia?
Okay, my fiance says that every time he goes down on me, he loses his voice. And I want to know if this is a psychological thing or can he physically be allergic to me?
Not allergic, not likely. He's not using a like latex barrier or anything, because he'd be allergic to that.
No, and I know I'm clean because I get tested all the time.
No, it's not a sexually transmitted thing. It may just be an issue of muscular function or dryness, that kind of thing.
He loses it while he's down there or later on?
Like an hour later, he can't talk anymore. His voice is gone.
Maybe because he's using
And
his
we've tried it
tongue
like
so
several
much.
times, and every time we've tried it, he loses his voice.
What do you mean? I'm real skeptical about it.
He has a very clear, nice voice. Okay.
Yeah.
And then after we've had sex, and after he goes down on me, if he goes down on me, he loses his voice. His voice is all raspy. You can't understand what he's talking about. And then like a couple hours later, it's totally gone. You can't even hear him. He like tries to talk to you, and he's whispering. He can't talk. He basically loses all.
Does he have asthma or anything like that?
Nope.
Wow. She's got the ill nana.
If you farted, would his would his voice come out your ass?
It's nothing like that.
You're just like, help.
No, it's nothing like that.
I don't know if I went down on a girl and I lost my voice. I think I'll have to chill on that one for a little while.
Well, no, we don't do it anymore because, I mean...
Okay.
That's what she's complaining
all right.
about,
This is all part of this is an elaborate ruse.
Yeah, because he expects me to go down, but yet...
Yeah, I think Adam is right.
Because he loses his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very convenient.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. And this
No, he says he does.
No. This is an excuse for not talking after sex.
Yeah,
too.
like he don't want to talk to you after he went down on you. He don't want to tell you got the ill nana.
No, it's not even like that. It's just he says he wants to, but he can't. And then when I bring up if like any of my ex-boyfriends or me and my friends talk about it, he gets all upset.
Really?
And he gets all embarrassed because he feels he can't.
When you bring up your ex-boyfriends?
Well, no, like my friends and I will be talking, and they'll bring up the fact about how good their boyfriend was and stuff like that.
No,
and
you
I'll
said
start
something about your ex-boyfriend.
Well, yeah, I told him my ex-boyfriend, like, if I'm
You see the hostility in this
we
relationship?
were talking about it, and we had both been with the same guy, and we were talking about how good he ate the cat, and he was there, and he was, like, all uncomfortable, and he's like, well, I wish I could do that, but, every time I do, I lose my voice.
Maybe he's got a fur ball or something. Can you smack him on the back?
I'm telling you. How long does he go down on you? Shoot. Shoot.
It's Def Loveline Comedy Jam. Tonight's guest,
I feel so comfortable with it. Okay, how long does he go down on you?
It is long enough that I enjoy it.
I mean, and that could be a day.
Anymore.
How long?
How long?
Roughly, average.
Counted it or had a...
No, I mean the average,
Hold on a second.
He is so hostile.
Yes, you're very combative, young Virginia.
Virginia.
You understand? You have a lot of hostility in you.
Yeah, I mean...
Why do you hate boys so much?
I don't hate boys.
Come on, what daddy do to you?
No, it's nothing like
What daddy do?
Virginia, when he's going down on you, are you applying any, tremendous pressure around his vocal cords?
Nope.
When you have an orgasm or something?
How long?
How long? 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Adam may be right. Maybe some kind of a ploy.
Yeah.
A ruse.
Well, or she could just have the ill nana and, she's...
Or it may just be him. I mean...
All right, but I don't understand what her grandmother being sick has to do with this, Bill.
You can't see the correlation.
I may well translate that during the break.
Ill nana?
Nana's ill.
No, but other guys have told me it tastes good, and now he's like...
All right, and I'm sure you've told him that.
Told him, yeah.
Yes. All right, let me ask you, Virginia. I'm playing a hunch here, but I'm never wrong.
Okay.
Where's Daddy?
My dad?
Yes.
My dad's with his wife in San Jose.
When did he leave your family?
When I was a child, like
Okay.
12.
Mm-hmm. And he broke off contact with you?
And why did he leave the family?
Drugs.
Okay.
All right. So you hate Dad?
No, I love my dad.
You love a drug addict who abandoned the family?
He quit now. He quit when my mom left him.
Ah, but it's too late. The damage was done.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing. Your mind's like a sponge when you're little. You sucked in all this thing. I'm telling you, you have animosity toward men.
We all picked it up.
We're all picking it up.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's okay.
I'm just saying, understand that there's feelings going on here. You know what I mean?
And
this is more than your ill nana.
And this may be his way of sort of ducking out of being overwhelmed by your aggressiveness.
Ooh, boy, we really stumble onto some stuff here. And you know what the beauty of it is? Even if we're 180 degrees off, we still sell it.
It's no problem.
You know what I'm saying?
And we have defined what Il Nana is at right. She has the Il Nana tonight.
Yeah, and I have figured out that she hates men.
Right.
And it was no surprise that Daddy took off with another woman and left young Virginia.
He was an abusive drug addict, too.
Right.
She didn't say abusive, but a parent who is intoxicated is extremely traumatic to a young person.
Okay, so get your, well, I don't know, maybe she should cut her boyfriend like one of those trachea holes so he can speak through that. Or
I won't do it.
Yeah, right. It's like you're chatting up Marge Schott after oral sex. We'll be back. Dexy's Midnight Runners are back. Finally. Been a long time since Come On, Eileen. All right, and I see they've gotten in step with the times. Bill Bellamy is here. How to Be a Player is the name of the movie. He is a big star. It's not a bit role. He is not the fluff boy or stand-in. He is the star of the film, and it is out today. At theaters, and we have a lot of Stone listeners. You can see it tomorrow as well.
Right. Now, they just think it's only going to be in there for one day.
Yeah. Oh, man, we got screwed. We didn't hear about it till late at night.
We missed it, dude.
The next day was Thursday, man. Oh, actually, what was tomorrow? What is tomorrow?
Thursday.
Oh, good. All right, we got all screwed up here. All right, I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He's Bill Bellamy, and we will be back in 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
Radio
Station
98 KUPD, Tempe, Phoenix.
All right, more Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Bill Bellamy is here tonight, and it is back to the phones we go. John, you're 15.
All right, yeah. My friend, well, actually my girlfriend, she's like bi and stuff, and like, I don't know, I think it's kind of gross, you know, because like, I don't know, I can't see how anyone would like want to like dyke out or do anything with their same sex, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like every time I try to talk about it, she always shuts me out.
Mm-hmm.
What does she say?
Here's the irony. About 3 years from now, John is going to be begging his current girlfriend. Now, John is going to be begging his current girlfriend to get involved with another woman. Oh, but you're still in the sort of yucky phase, John.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is cooties times 2.
Yeah, she got cooties.
And we've been going out for more than a year.
What do you mean she shuts you out? Give us an example.
She's like, okay, today I was talking to her on the phone, you know.
Yeah.
And I cracked a joke because like she's told me of her sexual experiences, and one of them when she was like she did it at the fair at a haystack, and she went to the fair today. And I'm all, so did you do it with anyone in the haystack? And she just gets all uptight, you know. And it's like,
what does that have to do with women and women?
well, because she diked out, you know, in this haystack at the fair, you know. And like if I even talk about it, she gets all mad, you know. And it's like,
Jesus
well, how
Christ,
am I?
I go to the fair, I ride the zipper, I get some caramel corn, I go home. Where are these haystacks with the lesbians? What fair is this, by the way? I'd like to get involved with this.
What?
Where is this fair? When is the lesbian hayride coming to a town near me?
Yeah, there you go.
I would gladly attend that fair.
That's where you can get the three-eyed turtle.
Oh, yeah, really. What is a three-eyed turtle anyway?
All right, please don't send us down that road again, John.
All right, cool.
All right, how old is your girlfriend, John?
She's 16.
She's 16.
Yeah.
And she's had a few lesbian experiences?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's something a little fishy here, which is your girlfriend is, I mean,
First
here's
of all,
what I'm
she's
saying.
with John, who's not the most empathic individual.
What do you mean? You mean diked out isn't a clinical term? As a doctor, Drew, when someone comes in and speaks of a lesbian experience, you don't write diked out on your chart?
Not usually.
Huh.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Case
I
of
mean,
diked out.
Like, I don't do that crap, you know, so I that's the only thing I call it, you know.
You don't dike out at all?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, and you don't like your girlfriend doing it, but you can't confront her about it?
Yeah, I can't do anything about it, you know.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Well, then you have to break up, John. Listen, she's cheating on you. right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Right.
Here's the deal. You're in a relationship with someone exclusively. They
Yeah.
get involved with another man, another woman, a three-eyed turtle, whoever they get involved with, they are involved with somebody outside of the relationship.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hence, they are cheating. And either they stop or you break up.
Yeah.
All right, John, I've had enough of you.
Something is really up with the whole thing, but we're not going to.
Yeah, but like.
Right. Oh, boy. I'd love to know where she comes from.
Yeah, she's like inbred or something. I don't know.
Okay. John,
Yeah.
promise me you'll never have kids.
I can't make any promises on that one.
Please.
Before you're 30.
I want you to take your penis off and send it to me. I'll put it in a mason jar, and I'll date it.
I don't think they have packages that big.
Listen.
Oh, man.
Listen. We could get a drunken cockroach could drag your penis over to the studio, even if you're cross-country. Do you understand, John?
Yeah.
I will put it in a mason jar, and there'll be room for another 10 penises in there.
Are you just
And
gonna,
it wouldn't make you gay.
Put it like right in front of your little stand where you talk?
What's
What?
that, John?
Are you just gonna put it in front of your stand where you talk?
Yes,
The
I'll.
show?
No, you know what I'll do with it?
What?
I'll put what will I do with it? I'll put bristles on the end of it and use it to clean out tumblers.
Oh, that's great. That's good.
All right, and I'll let Ann borrow it on the weekends.
All right.
All right,
Sounds good.
all right. What is it? Screwed up teenager night? I know every night is screwed up teenager night here on Loveline, but this is really taking the cake. I blame Bill.
Yeah,
Why?
first of all, probably.
No.
It couldn't be me.
It ain't me.
And it's certainly not true.
Dr. Drew.
Oh, boy. Where did this guy go to finishing school? Chivalry is dead, ladies and gentlemen.
Where did you go to college?
Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Oh.
New Jersey.
And Drew, where'd you go to college?
Amherst.
Didn't you go to like 5 colleges? Isn't one college too small for your brain?
They didn't have enough books in there.
I went to Valley College. I learned real important life skills at Valley College, like how to haggle for a granola bar at the snack shack, where to score weed, and how much money I could coax out of my folks for books that I never intended on buying.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Very important life lessons I learned over there at the community college. Casey.
Cassie, actually.
Cassie.
Okay, hi guys. I have a bit of a complicated situation for you that I need advice on, and it's about more screwed up teenagers. About 2 weeks ago, my best friend and I were sexually assaulted by the same person, and this person happens to be another girl. Now, what had happened is that it was just the three of us, and we were all getting drunk together, and then I went upstairs and fell asleep on the bed, and this girl who was involved, she came up and she started kissing me and rubbing her hands all over my body, and I was saying no and pushing her away. But as I was drunk, I wasn't doing it too forcefully because I was basically on the verge of passing out. Well, eventually she did go away, but unfortunately she went downstairs and took advantage of my best friend, and she went a lot farther with her, went as far as to take her clothes off and perform oral sex on her.
Wow.
And see, the thing is that my friend is not sexually experienced at all. So this essentially ended up being her first sexual experience, and she pretty much almost practically feels like she was raped because...
She was.
You know, right, that was robbed from her, and, I mean, she was saying no.
Well, is your friend a virgin?
Yes.
Wow. And obviously never had any contact with a woman?
Right, it's straight as an arrow. So, and she was so drunk, and she was pushing her away and saying no, but she couldn't. I mean, she had a lot more to drink than I did that night, and I remember how I felt, and I know that she had so much more to drink.
Hold on, hold on a second, Cassie. I was just thinking, you can't get drunk in front of anybody anymore.
Nah, you just can't do it.
I swear to God, we take calls all night. I got drunk, I passed out, and a priest tried to have sex with me, you know? I passed out, and Grandpa woke up, Grandpa had his pants down. It's like, you get drunk and pass out.
You can't do it. You just can't pass out no matter how hard it is. Don't do it.
You could be playing quarters with Mother Teresa and Gandhi and pass out. You'd wake up, they'd be naked on top of you. I'm totally convinced of this. I remember when I used to get loaded and pass out every weekend, and so did everyone else I was drinking with, and we'd all just pass out.
And it's fine. You wake up, you just go, where am I?
Yeah, worst thing that ever happened is like somebody threw up in a trash can and put it next to you or something, you know, something like that, or somebody stole your car keys or whatever it was. But I mean, every time somebody gets drunk and passes out, it's like, hey, everyone, come on over, have sex. They're passed out. Even women are doing this now to other women. This is a very scary trend.
Yeah. Insane.
Although it's better that a woman came on to her sexually than a man, I believe.
Why?
Because there is the penis factor with the man. You know what I mean?
It's more violent.
It's a bit of a, it's like a weapon.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between being, punched or shot.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But how does a woman rape another one? She just lick you to death?
Cassie?
You know, and the strangest thing is that's what's hitting us hardest. I mean, we have known this girl for 6 years, and we figure if there's any time to get drunk, it would be just with the three of us girls. None of us were driving anywhere that night. We were just going to get drunk, watch some videos, and go to sleep.
Right.
And unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. And see, I remember when this girl was, pretty much on me, I was thinking, thank God this isn't a guy. And I remember thinking that. But my best friend, she doesn't feel the same. She almost rather wishes it was a guy because she has no problems with gay people or bisexuality or anything like that. It's just a little strange to her.
Well, how far did she get with her?
This girl performed oral sex on my best friend, and my best friend basically woke up the next morning in this girl's bed with absolutely no clothing on. So
now, I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I'm thinking, for once in my life, I'd like to pass out and wake up with someone perforing oral sex on me. Preferably a woman, but, what are you gonna, well, you're loaded enough to pass out. What are you going to do?
Imagine if you've never had any prior sexual experience.
This chick's got a goatee.
Not coming at all. She's just, what we really want to know is we've confronted the issue, we've terminated the friendship, we haven't...
How did she take the confrontation?
Well, we haven't confronted her. We've just decided to basically, because we don't know how we would be able to handle it emotionally. I'm doing okay. I do feel like I was taken advantage of, but like I said, it did not go as far. So I'm more really angry on my friend's behalf and really scared for her because she has to deal with so much more loss than I do. I'm sexually active. I'm in a relationship with a guy that's very stable.
Well, I mean, just because she was gotten to first this way, I mean, I understand when you're a virgin and you haven't had any experience, you look at yourself as sort of pristine and that you don't want your first experience to come across this way.
Right.
But I don't think it should haunt her for the rest of her days. I understand.
Right, that's what we're trying to make sure doesn't happen, At the same time, she's just lost her best friend of 6 years, too, because this girl can no longer be trusted. So it's kind of hitting her at
more of
every
a violation,
So what we just want to know is how are we going to get through this and deal with it in a positive manner and make sure that it doesn't affect her any future relationships. I mean, obviously...
How does she know the girl performed oral sex on her?
She clearly remembers. She woke up the next morning saying, oh, my God, this happened. This happened and...
All right. Well, I hate to, play devil's advocate here, but let's just backtrack. You're passed out, but you are cognitive enough to understand that somebody's performing oral sex on you.
Right.
And you don't.
But you don't put a heel in their chin.
See, that's what's disturbing her.
Well,
that's what's really bothering your
friend.
friend.
That's going on is that
because there is an issue of her probably
she was aroused by it.
Sure.
I'm not so sure about that. I think she was just too drunk to care at that point to really make a true effort to get this person off of her. That's another thing.
You know what though? I swear to you, I've been as drunk as humanly possible on many occasions, and I've gotten into fights, and I've had cops wake me up out of alleys in Tijuana and stuff, and I've always been able to sort of push. I would even vomit, like I would vomit in inappropriate places, I mean, not toilets or anything, but, trash cans.
Protective vomiting.
Sombreros, yeah, I mean, I would vomit in you know what I'm saying?
But did you hear what Cassie said?
No.
She blames herself.
And
she
this
feels
was her
guilty.
first
She feels guilty.
Right.
Okay.
This seems to be, all right, here's what I'm saying, Cassie. The friend that did this violated your other friend.
Right.
Yeah.
That's bad. And she's a bad person, and she was way out of line, and she never should have done this.
Right.
But I think part of what your friend is feeling is some responsibility or some guilt for having some pleasure in it. I mean, and it doesn't mean they want it to happen again. It's equivalent, like my grandfather died a couple weeks ago. I was glad in a certain way because he was suffering, and he was really ill, and he was a mess. But, you know, you have mixed feelings.
It's human, yeah.
And you feel bad for being glad that somebody passed away,
Right.
but there's a small part of you.
And the conflicted feelings are sometimes the most difficult ones to deal with. If she were just pissed off or just angry, it wouldn't be so disturbing to her.
Well, the reason she said that she felt guilty was for getting herself, she allowed herself to get drunk and lose control and get into that vulnerable position in the first place.
Okay.
And that she should have seen it coming because she knew the friend was bisexual. But, you know, I'm telling her there's no way that we could have predicted this or know that your best friend would betray your trust like that.
All right. But never get loaded in the presence of bisexuals.
Where's
really, they'll take anyone who passes out.
Where's your friend?
Male, female, don't care who pass out first.
Where's she?
In my living room.
Oh, we can't talk to her?
She's shaking her head here. No.
No.
No, she's like shaking on the couch. No.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, because she's so traumatized?
She's just really embarrassed by the whole situation.
Mhm.
You know, she's never been confronted with anything like this
Right.
before.
How old is she?
She's in shock, basically.
How old is she, Cassie?
She's 19.
Do you want to bring charges against this girl?
No.
Okay.
No, this girl is a true basket case. She comes from the typical, you know, overbearing religious mother, screwed up boyfriend. Nothing's going to help the situation. It would only make it worse, and it would create a huge scandal.
Right.
So, I mean, we don't think that would heal anybody at this point.
Okay.
in time. We just want to get past this.
All right, well then go ahead.
Just go big
You
fast,
have our
yeah,
permission.
yeah.
Okay.
Get on
You
with
got drunk, you passed out, somebody screwed with you a little bit, and you're all right. You're in one piece. It's no big deal. She's still a virgin,
Mm-hmm.
technically.
Very true.
All right?
And she responded in a human way, in a vulnerable circumstance that, she learned from, she shouldn't have done it, and she won't do it again.
Probably not.
Okay. I just wondered, I know we talked to her for a million years, but I wonder if the other girl was denying it or not.
Denying?
What she did. Cassie?
Yeah.
Was the other girl, did she deny this, or did you confront her?
We haven't confronted her. She
Mhm.
was actually a couple of days after having some conversations and hinting, oh, you guys were really drunk the other night. Do you remember anything that went on? And, my friend would be like, well, like what? Name some specifics. She was trying to get her to admit it
Okay.
without directly confronting her, and she would not bring it up.
All right. Well, now she's not your friend. You know, you can't call the authorities in and dust her tongue or anything. You just got to move on.
Keep better boundaries in your relationship.
There's no dog in the house, is there, Cassie?
No.
Okay. I was, forget it. I had a, I was going to play a hunch, but no. Brian, you're 16.
Yeah, hello.
You're on with Bill Bellamy from How to Be a Player.
Yeah, hello, Bill, Adam, and Drew.
What's happening?
I have solved your turtle mystery.
Oh, good.
All right, Brian.
Yes, what the three-eyed turtle is it's a spoof sex position cooked up by DJ in Green Bay. Actually, I heard a recorded version of this. What it was is the DJ on a weekend before April Fool's Day, they threw this out in the air, this three-eyed turtle, sex position thing, and over the weekend, just hundreds of couples were calling in angrily, wondering what it was because they wanted to know. They're curious. But then, on April Fool's Day, they kind of said, haha, it's a big joke, and people were a little angry with them.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't exist. It's, from what I know, it's. I mean, I'm guessing this person lives around the area or heard the radio transmission or something.
Okay. I knew there was a logical reason why
nobody knew.
The three wise men over here did not know what the three-eyed turtle was. That's fine. Boy, I'll tell you, when the Packers aren't playing, poor Green Bay, they got to be miserable over there. What kind of hoax is that?
Why
It's kind of cruel, I think, to get people's hopes up like that and then just...
Well, they can have a good time trying to figure out what it is, at least experimenting sexually.
This was several years ago, so it caused, a big rumor.
It's a huge trauma. The society will never recover.
All right. Should we get, does the town need counseling, like, after a natural disaster? Should we call in the Red Cross to set up tents? And
I think so. I think one that van that's going around and counseling, the domestic violence van.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea. Ken.
Yeah.
You're 15, you're on with Bill Bellamy, who is going home in a few minutes because he is out of gas.
Okay. First off, I'd like to say the show's great, and I love all you guys.
Thanks.
And my question... Hello?
Jan, go ahead.
Okay.
How much affirmation do you need?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right.
And then?
Okay. A couple of weeks ago, I started having sex with my girlfriend, and the lips of my penis, I guess.
Penis?
The lips?
Yeah.
No, you don't have
No.
lips on your penis.
You know, the end of my urethra.
The tip of your urethra.
The end of your urethra is just the rest of your house. I mean, isn't it? What's past your urethra, Drew?
You know, like
the tip of the urethra. Okay.
yeah, the edge around it.
Yes.
Kind of inflamed.
Does it hurt when you urinate?
No.
Is there any discharge?
No.
Do you wear a condom when you have sex?
Yeah, but we've been exposed, to each other.
No, I don't know, but
like I haven't all the time.
you got to use it all the time.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I really do.
That there are emissions that come out before you ejaculate that are very high in sperm?
I don't think so.
Well, it's true.
Hold on. Ken.
Yeah.
You're the guy who thinks the labia belongs on the penis. Do you understand, Ken?
Yeah.
So
it's important you wear the condom all the time if there's genital contact, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Because you can get her pregnant, even if you don't ejaculate.
I know.
Oh.
And you're describing probably was just caused by trauma locally irritating the tip of the urethra, but it is also a sign of a sexually transmitted disease. Has she had other partners?
Yeah.
Well, you got to worry that the most common thing to cause this would be a non-specific or non-gonococcal urethritis. And it'd be a good idea for you to see a doctor about it just to be sure, and both of you would get treated. It's very simple these days, just a week of an antibiotic, nothing to it. It's not likely to be gonorrhea, one of the more active forms of sexually transmitted
and
disease.
go to a place where you pay.
Okay.
Because I brought my penis into a free clinic once, manned by angry lesbians over in Santa Monica. It was a woman's clinic.
Oh man, they gave you the ramrod.
First off, I sat there with my pants around my ankles and my penis hanging out while basically 3 or 4 women were just just chatting it up. Hey, how about that Dinah Shore? And I'm just sitting there. Could I go ahead and put the penis away, ladies? It's feeling very threatened in this environment. And they manhandled the penis. First of all, they had no
slammed it on the table.
Yeah, they took it out and they smacked it. It's like they're trying to get a confession out of it.
Where were you last night? Where were you?
Shine a bright light.
Yeah, they're sweating my penis like some sort of bad Gestapo thing.
Let me just be bright light on it.
Let me enjoy my weenie, please. All right, thank you for that, Engineer Mike. Anyway, here's the deal. Go to the free clinic for all kinds of stuff. But when it comes to the penis, you got to go to the ATM. You understand? Don't put the penis in the ATM. Get some money out and go to a doctor. Pay cash when you're working on the penis. All right, Bill Bellamy, thank you very much for coming in.
All right, guys.
we know you had a real hectic day. We know you're out on the campaign trail for the movie, and we do appreciate you coming by.
No, bro, can I come back?
Oh, yeah. Hey, anytime.
And you guys got to come down to Motel California and hook up with me.
Oh, yeah, I think they're going to do a big summer special. No, I think they're just going to bring me and you down there and have some sort of telethon. We're going to do 24 hours of straight programming from the beach house. No, Drew and I have been banned from the beach house.
You can't come.
Actually, it hasn't been. We haven't been told we can't come.
They just won't let us come.
Well, it's like a party that you don't get an invitation to.
You just stand outside the gate.
They don't send you an invitation and say, don't show up.
And the booker there was our booker.
Really?
Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
All right. She must hate you, Drew, because I think she loves me. Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player. Go out and see it. It is in theaters now, and we'll be back with more LoveLine.
Hi, this is Heidi Fleiss, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 2 names that wish they could be found in the Little Black Book.
Well, that Little Black Book is costing you some dough, Heidi.
And some time.
Yeah, there was a story in the paper, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. I think Heidi had to pay off the guy she was talking about on the show, like $350,000.
What?
Yeah. You didn't hear about that?
Oh, for God's sake.
Heidi was on the show about a year and change ago, and she brought up, I can't remember the guy's name, but it's probably best that I don't.
Don't say it.
Anyway, had to do with the LAPD Vice Squad, and she got going on some specific guy. And, hey, what do you know? I joined in. As a matter of fact, I had more to say about it than she did, which is kind of funny because I don't.
When you listen to the tape, it's all you pretty much, Adam.
I don't even pimp anymore. I was going off on the guy, and I never met the guy. I hadn't never even heard of him. So what happened was the following day, the LAPD gave a call, I guess, to you, Ann, or just K-Rock in general.
Yeah, K-Rock in general.
And said, hey, this is Captain Bird from LAPD. How about a copy of last night's show? Could you send a cassette over? And naturally, producer Ann, who won't give me a bio on the day we have a guest, makes a quick copy of the show and promptly sends it over
I thought, wow, could Adam get in trouble for this? Yes.
Promptly sends it over to headquarters.
How fast can I dub it off and send it over?
Oh, then Ann comes in the following night, or actually that night, and says, hey, funny thing happened today. Remember Heidi Fleiss was on yesterday? Yeah. Huh. Some guys from LAPD called and they wanted a tape of the show. And I said, oh, man, we got to burn the tape. Well, I don't know what good that would do us. We already gave it to him. Thank you, Mike. I said, you did what? We gave him the tape. I said, why'd you give him the tape? And Drew, don't put a puss on because you stood right
like a
there.
I stood there with my mouth
like
open.
a grouper with Ann, and I said, and no, you jumped in and said, so give him the tape, what's the deal? And I said, what, are you two nuts? You realize what we were talking about on that show?
You said, didn't you listen to what I said last night? And both of us kind of looked at you blankly.
Huh? No, I think, that's standard practice. LAPD probably, they're probably, petitioning all the other...
You're still here, aren't you? It didn't work.
Right, but we had, poor Mike had to voice, still one of the funniest things...
See, it was actually, contributed to the show.
The funniest thing that's ever been done on this show is poor engineer Mike voicing the retraction and or apology for what we did that night before. And I wish you hadn't erased that, Mike. Did you erase that? Sheer genius. Absolutely. Very good. All right. You did what Ann should have done with the tape originally. But anyway, that then went to court, and they didn't sue us, thankfully. But they did sue Heidi, and she had to pay, 300 and something thousand bucks.
Wow.
All right, Drew, you want to talk about Disney?
Sure.
I want to talk about my movie career.
Yeah?
I got a movie career going on now. I got another callback this week.
Oh, a callback.
Yes. And you know my policy of not going back on callbacks?
It's really working, huh?
I'm dropping it.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a very ill-conceived idea. You go in and do an audition, somebody calls you back and says, how about coming in 2 days and doing it for the producers, and you call back and go, screw you. This is a bad idea. It's like putting an application in at the Arby's, and then they call you in for an interview, and you tell them to F off.
Yes, that's what it is.
Very bad plan.
It just now occurred to you that that's the case?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I rethought it.
Yeah.
So I'm going back, and it's this new Armageddon movie with Bruce Willis and a bunch of other guys. Yeah, there's this big meteor heading for the planet, and they have to get up there with a drilling rig and put dynamite in it.
Are you a big
blow
character
it up.
in it?
No, are you kidding?
Yeah.
I think they listened to I was telling Drew on the air and everyone on the air the other night, hey, put me in your movie. I don't have to do anything. I'll come in here and plug it for 6 months straight. This is the greatest idea ever. Just give me the world's smallest part. Am I right, Ann?
Question. Can you act?
No, I can't act.
Then I'm blown away.
No, I'm an all right actor. I'm not real rangy. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Hey, watch. I can act. Watch this. All right, hold on. Ready?
Thank you.
When you act this way, Ann, it's like, man, I don't even know you. Okay? Now tell me you didn't buy into that.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the only line I can do, though, so it has to be worked into the script somehow. Like I would say to Bruce Willis, when you're talking about that meteor, it's like, man, I don't even know you. You see?
Brilliant.
Okay, so I went to Sony Pictures today, and here's the story I want to tell. It's kind of funny. And I was at the casting place, and I was waiting. A huge lot, Sony, just down the street here. And I was waiting around, and, they have all the posters of all the movies that whatever the company is responsible for. No, it's not one of these things. Like, it's not a malt shop. It's they make movies. They made hundreds of movies over the years. Yeah. And so they put the movie posters up like you'd see at the movie theater. They frame them, and it lines all the halls.
Right.
Every 5 feet, there's another movie poster. Right. So as I was getting closer to the casting office, walking down a long hall, first movie I saw was Stone Cold up on a poster. This is Brian Bosworth, world's worst actor, doing the world's worst movie. Here's the caption under Stone Cold. I actually wrote this down on the back of the copy they had me. He's a cop who enforces his own brand of justice. What a novel idea. Has there ever been a movie or a TV series where a cop actually broke the rules and dealt out his own brand of justice? I've never heard of this.
Phenomenal.
Such a high concept. It's probably why the movie failed horribly. It was his own brand, you understand? Usually they have subservient cops who play by the rules and go to the letter of the code.
Constantly.
But this guy, see, he played by his own rules, Drew.
I see. Fascinating.
Total twist on the whole law enforcement thing. The other movie I saw was that Tanya Roberts movie. She was one of the Charlie's Angels. Drew, I don't expect any help out of you for this whatsoever. Sheena.
Oh.
It was like Lord of the Jungle.
Oh.
Basically, they put her in a burlap bikini, and she rides around on a Pegasus. I don't know, crapping on cavemen or something. The third one was Hudson Hawk. This is a Bruce Willis movie that I think Bruce denies he was in.
Just went right to video.
This is the worst movie. Actually, the only movie worse than Hudson Hawk was Sheena and Stone Cold. So I walked in the office, and then there was Whitewater Summer. Oh. One of these, a bunch of kids get naked on a raft with a pony cake. And I walked in, and I said, hey, listen, I don't want to offend anybody before the audition, but do you have to put every goddamn poster you ever did up? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Even the miserable failures.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the world's worst movies, and what you're going to do is you're going to spook people. Because I was going down the hall going, geez, I don't know if I want to be involved with this. These are the same guys who brought us Hudson Hawk, for Christ's sake, or Stone Cold. They're like, we have to put them up. I said, listen, if you guys are smart, grab the Hudson Hawk and move it down the hall, and go get, like, Dr. Zhivago or something and put it there in front of your door. This is the kiss of death.
Wow.
They weren't real amused.
Oof.
I said, listen, what are you worried? That Bruce Willis is going to happen by the office and be PO'd that the Hudson Hawk poster's missing? He's probably paying, he's probably buying up all the copies from video stores as we speak. All right, Drew, you want to say something
what was
about
the guy's
Disney?
name from Disney, Ann? Somebody from Disney sent me the new video.
He didn't send any information with him, unless it's on the box.
Fun and fancy-free masterpiece with Goofy and Disney
Drew,
and Mickey and Donald.
This is really, this is tantamount to payola. It really is.
And we had a nice time at Disneyland, I think.
All right.
It was awfully hot, but
Drew, are they paying you?
No.
All right, just in the form of goods and services? And this is payola, by the way. Producer Ann, you're the one who flipped out because I got a couple of free chairs in here saying that was bending some sort of radio bylaws or something. But you turn a blind eye.
You go on the air and put a plea out.
What do you think Drew does with Disneyland?
He does it kind of in a roundabout way. He does it more
all right, I need to pick up a sponsor. I want to get like Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Oh, the Bobcat brought me all the Hercules stuff last night. Was that payola?
I know. Drew was like Kareem on his farewell tour or something. The gifts never stop coming, and then what does Bobcat give? I get like a snow globe. Drew gets $700 worth of Disney merchandise, and I get the poker set that Bobcat stole from his dead uncle. Come on.
What is that thing?
Where are our chips?
Already gone? Oh, is he going to...
Oh. Did Lycus eat them?
So.
All right. Anyway, enough inside stuff. Oh, Christ, we got to go to break. Jeff.
Hello?
Hey, you're 17.
Hey, all right. I'm in a real jam here, Adam. First of all...
you ever see Stone Cold?
Is that what that biker's...
Yeah, it's a biker, but he was a cop.
That was crap.
Yeah, I know, but here's a twist.
What's the twist?
He played by his own rules. He was a cop, but he dealt out his own brand of justice.
You can only play by your own rules, Adam.
Thank you.
All right, here's the deal. All right, this girl from Europe, she comes and visits her dad every year for the summer, and her dad lives right next to me. All right, she's 17 and I'm 17, and like the last couple of years, she's like hasn't really blossomed yet, but this year she has, and she's like totally coming on to me. And my girlfriend and our relationship is going way downhill, and so I'm thinking, what path should I take? And like I know it's like only be like a one-night stand or something.
Why is the relationship going bad with your girlfriend?
Well,
because the limey chick sprung boobs this winter and is in town over the summer. That's why the relationship's going downhill.
No, that and like she's like we've lost interest in each other and stuff.
So the relationship, maybe it's time to terminate that relationship anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, and
all right, so you need to do that first.
Yeah.
And then you need to make a decision about what you want to do with this neighbor.
And I can't go to any of my neighbors for help because they're like totally friends with this girl.
What nationality is she?
Who the hell goes to their neighbors for help anymore?
Well, she's European.
Oh, my neighbor.
She's what?
She's European. She's from France. I think.
European?
She's from France, you think?
Yeah, no, she's from France.
You know, there's a whole bunch of different languages over there.
She's like, she's like.
Is she standing next to you there?
What? No, that's my sister.
Okay.
Here's how you figure it
She's
out, Jeff.
off-white, all right?
Jeff.
Her skin color is off-white, okay?
Mm-hmm. So she's not completely albino?
No.
All right, so she's not albino?
No.
Okay. She doesn't speak Albanese?
She has like the weird accent.
Imitate the accent.
Yeah, and she like says,
do a little accent for us.
well, she says why, like vi.
Vi
is not French.
No, that's German.
That's German or Hungarian or.
All right, I'll give you the accents. You tell me which one it is.
Okay.
Oh, this should be good.
All right, first French. Not that one?
No, she's...
All right, I'll do my German now. I don't do a lot of German, but I do a little bit. Hey, shut up. I'm doing German. Hogan! We are just cracking our own crap up tonight, aren't we, Drew?
Okay, but no, my sister's telling me that she's from Czech.
Okay, so she's Eastern European.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And so she has totally come on to me. I mean, I don't know if like I'm the first American boy she's met or something, but
no.
She's like.
Yeah, I'm guessing the language barrier is actually helping in this case, Jeff. Just a gut feeling.
Sure. Well, what should I do? Should I go to the promised land?
End your relationship with your girlfriend first. I mean, don't be unscrupulous. Don't hurt your girlfriend.
Right.
And then once you're out, you're free to do as you please. I recognize
here's what you do.
That getting close with your neighbor, knowing that she's going to leave at the end of the summer, could be potentially a painful thing. But you're 17.
Here's what you do. Don't break up with your girlfriend because this little Czech is getting back on a plane and heading out of here in 4 weeks. Here's what you do to cover yourself with the girlfriend. I've just thought of this, Drew, but it's diabolical.
Yeah, I imagine.
You compose a letter, a breakup letter, a Dear John letter for your girlfriend. Okay. Then you hold it up, write it backwards because we're taking a picture. No, I don't think you have to do that. Just compose the letter, hold it up, and then hold that day's newspaper up next to it with the date clearly showing. Then have someone take a Polaroid of it. Then put it aside. Then go ahead and cheat on your girlfriend. Then, if your girlfriend finds out some weeks later, you refer back to the picture with the newspaper date on it, pleading with her or using as the argument that you'd already broken up with her via this letter.
No.
All right.
Tori Amos, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yeah. Where's that Tori Amos? I miss her. Yeah.
How did her RAIN program work? Wasn't that what it's called? Do we know?
Yeah, it was RAIN.
Abuse line? How has that been working? Do we know anything about it?
We refer people to it all the time.
Okay, good. All right, good.
It's an ongoing thing, Drew.
I just wonder how it was doing, how the response was, what kind of experience they've had. We'll find out. We'll see her again.
Yeah. Now, where is she? What's going on with that, Ann?
I don't know. I'll make a phone call tomorrow.
Yeah, we like her. We'll get her back on.
Okay.
All right. That never happened. Of course, if the feds
What's
call.
What's your point?
All right, later.
I do a great job.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Remember what she told you about her cycle and
bios?
root
Drew,
canal?
stop.
All right.
And I give you bios, and now you always try to slam me.
Well, let me talk about
He
periods
slams
for a
everybody.
second.
He slams everybody.
No,
And it's quite annoying. You can slam me for something I don't do, but when you say I don't give you bios, I always give you
but
bios.
Ann,
When you talk about I don't do a good job, I do a great job.
Ann yelled at me today for staring at her when she walked in.
No, you know what? You were staring at that box.
Oh, the box? Oh, that
you were
you're
saying
carrying?
the box, yeah.
The Disney
well,
box.
I call it the box, but it wasn't the one out of cardboard, man. But, you know, let me tell you something about Ann. Come on, hang up the mic there. Let me talk to boys about periods for just 1 second. Drew, please back me up on this one.
Oh, I can't wait to
This
hear
is not some movie you didn't see. This is life. Now participate with me. Women have a pretty big hormonal change around the period.
Oh, yeah.
And it affects their emotions.
Everything.
To a great deal.
Yes.
And what happens is they will tell you when they're 3 weeks away from it or when it's been over for 2 days or whenever, I turn into a bitch when I'm on my period. I get real moody when I'm on my period.
But if you call them on it when they're on their period?
You are dead meat! You cannot bring it up when they're on their period. They could tell you for an entire week before their period, I am out of control, I am don't listen to anything I say, I'm very combative. Then I swear to God, they're 2 days into the period, and they start, they pick up like a crock pot and throw it across the room, and you go, honey, maybe you're just upset because of the period. You're dead. That's it. Am I right, Drew?
You just heard Ann do it.
I
You
know.
just heard her do it.
Absolutely.
She said, it's coming. I have root canal. Guys, watch out. She said that 3 days ago.
Right. Then you bring it up, pow.
Something that wasn't true.
Right in the nuts. No, Ann, everyone
No.
knows
But when I just brought it up a minute ago that you had your premenstrual syndrome, tension, and
No, he told me, he goes, don't come to work.
and your root canal.
all the same
And believe me, he wasn't thinking of you when he said, don't come to work.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know.
All right.
He's like, just get my candy and my videos for me and stay home.
All right. Well, Ann, have some herbal tea and chill. Okay. See, she's pissed. Celeste,
Yeah.
you're 20.
Yeah, hi Dr. Drew, hi Adam.
Celeste.
I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm helping raising my 3-year-old nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And lately he's been coming home with bruises. He just came home with a black eye
Oh my God.
yesterday, and it's really hard to
Does she
tell.
say that he's falling into things or something?
Well, for one, it's really hard to tell that it's a black eye because he's black.
Uh-huh.
And so it's kind of like just a green-like thing around his eye.
Take him to his pediatrician immediately.
I know, see, but I'm not his mother. I'm only his
Well,
aunt.
and then
can't-
call the pediatrician. The pediatrician may have an obligation to report this.
'Cause-
Not only that, you need to be sure that there's not some medical problem. I mean, easy bruising, if indeed it's easy bruising, it could be a sign of a serious medical problem, particularly in that age group.
Because we ask him, where'd you get that, bruise on your eye? And he says, well, the monster did it, or the dinosaur scratched me.
Mm.
And, we keep hounding him. Where'd you get the bruise? Tell me.
Who's a we?
Me and my husband.
I see.
Because it's me and my husband are his aunt and uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom also lives with us. So it's like 3 of us are...
How old is the mom?
She's 26, and she's not all there.
This is your sister?
This is my sister-in-law.
Oh, I bet you want to just kick your husband in the nuts.
Well, she's been living with us. We're newlyweds.
Oh.
And we just got married, and she moved in with us in April.
Wow. Crazy sis is crashing.
Yeah, because she got a divorce.
Oh.
And, I mean...
How much do you hate your husband for that? Seriously.
She's moving out soon, so...
You're not giving him any oral sex, are you?
No.
Yes. I know how women are.
Not till she moves out.
Absolutely not. And believe me, that'll be a huge motivating force for him.
But, anyways,
Now, so she's divorced.
she
So
doesn't...
it's not the husband.
Well, the little boy sees his dad every once in a while. We don't like him to.
That's
but-
very refreshing these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like casually sees Papa every once in a while.
Yeah, it's mostly on, holidays.
Well, he is 3. It is time to start, becoming a man, breaking away.
Yeah.
Taking on some responsibility of your own. Hell, in a scant 15 years, he'll be heading for college, and then it won't be so traumatic when he has to leave the nest.
That only comes around at holidays. Pathetic.
Yeah, he only comes...
Pathetic. Uh-oh.
Or when he has a new girlfriend.
Hold on, the LAPD's here. Hey, Drew, block the door. Are you serious?
But
They're pointing at me. They are here. Holy Christ. Oh, my worst nightmare. No, they're waving around the cops. Oh, no.
I wish this were on TV. I try to describe to people what's happening here.
The cops have showed up. I don't believe...
Big bright light and handcuffs.
Yes, these are... okay. There's going to be sodomy tonight. I can tell you that. All right, Drew. Seriously, you're a doctor. Get out there and take a bullet for me. Celeste.
Yes.
I hate to rush you off, but I'm late for my beating.
Look, Celeste, here's how you handle this. Tomorrow, you take him to the pediatrician. You let the pediatrician make the necessary referrals. You let the pediatrician decide whether or not there's any potential of concern of this being a medical issue. And this is very serious. You do not let this go. You take care of it immediately.
What do I tell his mother? I think someone's hurting your...
You don't even have to. Just he's bruising easily, and...
well, why can't you tell the mother?
As far as I'm concerned, you could, but whatever you need to do to get that child to the proper care, you say, look, you spoke, you talk to a doctor, you talk to me. You talk to a doctor said pediatrician needs to see him immediately.
Okay.
And then you tell the pediatrician exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, Celeste.
Yeah.
Listen to me, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Your motivation here is nothing but good. You have nothing but love for the child and concern for the child. Don't feel guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't be concerned with it.
You're not trying to molest the kid or sell him off to some slavery ring or something. You love the child.
And don't be
you're
so concerned about the mom's feelings here. There's something very serious. There's a higher issue here that needs to be dealt with.
Yes. All right. I'm totally distracted now.
This is like you and
the long arm of the law.
I know, I'm trying to keep you engaged here. It's like you with the airplane, the propeller is not turning, right? You'd rather not upset things and die on a plane than tell people that the engine's not on.
This is my worst nightmare. You guys want to come in and say hi? Why are they here? Are they here because of this?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to think. Oh man, are they? Is my registration up to date? I know.
And put them on your mic.
They've been listening to the show and they think I'm drunk.
What?
And
why don't you talk on them? We can't hear you. What? Here they come.
All right, who do we have here representing the? And by the way, it's been a while, but I bought tickets to the ball.
Sure you did.
All right,
you probably don't even dance, do you?
This is I would dance if you guys shot your guns at my feet.
Yeah, I can moonwalk.
Please, I'm a huge fan of law enforcement.
Of course you are.
They just got themselves a new chief.
Yes.
God bless him. Parks. He's been in for 4 hours already. Crime has gone down.
Yeah.
He's doing a wonderful job, this individual.
He's starting on Tuesday.
I came in second. Now he's number one.
What, sir? What is? Oh, you don't want to say her name over the air. You
can't do that.
Don't want to take a ribbon over at the station. But are you with LAPD or are you with Culver City PD?
LA.
And what are you, basically out on the beat and you were listening to the radio? Or
beating. We're beating. We're beating. We heard the beat, so we said, hey, let's beat.
I'll tell you, there's a very dangerous combo. Itchy trigger finger and a bad sense of humor. Okay, I'm going to go out and take a beating out in the hall, and we'll be back after this. All right. Well, we're having a cop party here on LoveLine, and we're just wrapping it up. It was the gentlemen from the law enforcement personnel showed up. They're very nice guys. They heard me yapping about law enforcement in general and came on down to basically whip some sense into me. But I'll tell you, something interesting happened out in the hall. Over the radio, there was apparently a rape going on down the street, and I said, hey, guys, don't you think you ought to get on that? It was just a couple addresses away, and they said, nah, someone else will roll on that one. So they're very casual about their law enforcement over here. Of course, I'm kidding, guys. I know that's good for like an extra beat. And Drew's over there sucking up big time. I've never seen him stand up so straight. Hey, I'm telling you, Drew is the guy you got to watch out for. I know it seems like I'm the troublemaker. This guy is up to 65 before he gets out of the parking lot. I guarantee it. There's sparks flying from the car.
Got his baby face.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is and he's known to the neighborhood kids by the Candyman.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes.
I bet we see Drew go back a little bit slower tonight.
Yes, check the trunk of his car. It's nothing but pharmaceuticals, and I think he's got a kilo of hashish in there. Heroin. All right, heroin, sorry. All right, so we're out of here. I can't remember who's on tomorrow night. I want to give shout-outs to all law enforcement personnel listening over the country, and also Bill Bellamy. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure. If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy. Loveline producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Said Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.